Hello, and welcome to SMACTworks TechCast series, where the flavor is always Oracle. Today's discussion is on leveraging AI with OCI for PeopleSoft. The agenda includes a SMACTworks quick corporate overview, PeopleSoft and OCI architecture review, data integration strategy, OCI AI agent platform tool, security and compliance, and future-proofing with model context protocol, and then lastly, conclusions and next steps. Our learning objectives include understanding how to achieve AI in PeopleSoft, learn the guidelines for implementing a natural language assistant, and then understand the interaction between PeopleSoft and OCI agent platform. SMACTworks was founded in 2013 as a pure-play Oracle Cloud consultancy. We proudly boast over 150 of our own directly employed Oracle specialized resources today, and we maintain an Oracle Center of Excellence and Innovation in our corporate office in Dublin, Ohio. We are an Oracle certified cloud partner. We're also 9001 and 27001 ISO certified, which translates to a commitment to process and creating processes around everything we do so that we can ensure consistent success and drive down costs. We are proud to boast being a Inc. 5000 fastest growing company the last 5 years in a row. We're also a Columbus Top Fast 50 growing company and best places to work. Our guiding principles are excellence, integrity, and growth. We specialize across the board in cloud applications. We also specialize in Oracle Cloud Infrastructure. We are PeopleSoft experts across the board with HCM, FSCM, CRM, Campus Solutions, and iHub. We also have expertise with Oracle eBusiness and analytics and data warehousing. PeopleSoft and OCI architecture. As you can see, you have your PeopleSoft applications. What we're going to discuss today is how you can expose your PeopleSoft data to the OCI agent platform to enable natural language queries so your end users can explore the data within their PeopleSoft system using natural language processing to produce information from their applications. The objective of this is to modernize PeopleSoft. Primarily, it enhances the user experience through intuitive natural language interaction. It's a shift away from traditional chatbots like Picasa, which are being deprecated. And then the primary thing to focus on is the transition to agentic AI that can reason, use tools, and orchestrate complex tasks autonomously. The strategic foundation is all based on OCI Agent Platform and OCI Generative AI Services. The input is the end user, which submits a natural language query to the system. Then that's picked up by a large language model that accesses your PeopleSoft data and returns the information to the end user, all through natural language query and natural language processing. So this is just a blown up view of the same thing. Again, the user asks a question, the large language model interprets the intent, maps that back to the PeopleSoft data, and then retrieves the information that's most likely to fulfill or satisfy the end user query. Then that's going to go into OpenSearch, produce a JSON query, and then return the data. Again, all accessing only the data that's enabled by the end user's security access. So the core components are the PeopleSoft environment, the user face, the search server, OpenSearch, and the integration gateway. The OCI agent platform, which orchestrates the large language model and the RAG engine, and then OCI Generative AI Services, which produces the results. So this illustration is a side-by-side screenshot of the chatbot interface with the PeopleSoft environment. The visual cue, which includes an image of the thumbs up, thumbs down feedback mechanisms, show how accurate the response query was, and then over time, the large language model can improve. So data integration strategy. So first is read-only operations powered by PeopleSoft OpenSearch, which provides a high-performance flattened data with enforced security protocols. Minimal impact on the transactional processing. Then there's the transactional operation, which utilizes open API-based REST services via Application Services Framework. This is used for inserts, updates, and deletes. So depending on which way you want to set it up, you can either have just, where it returns information, or you can actually have it to take action. So this illustration is a diagram showing how the AI agent's toolbox looks like. The RAG tool, an icon of a book or library representing the connection to the external knowledge base like PeopleBooks. Number 2 tool is the custom function tool, an icon of a gear representing Java-defined wrappers that trigger PeopleSoft REST APIs. And then the action flow is a loop or icon illustrating how the agent can call multiple tools. Here's just a blown up version of it. So we can see tool number 1 with the RAG tool, tool number 2, the custom function tool. Either way, we're either retrieving data or actually having a call to action to take action within the applications. So deep dive, the natural language to search query service and the transformational process. The intent mapping in the large language model identifies the functional area within the application based on the natural language query, automatically goes out and produces a query. Then it generates an OpenSearch API query string, and then the execution piece where PeopleCode executes the query against the search service server securely. And then again, that's based on the end user's security access. And then the formatting is handled as a JSON statement, and results are converted to HTML tables for the user's interface. So in the context of AI, MCP stands for Model Context Protocol, an open source standard introduced by Anthropic in late 2024 that enables large language models to seamlessly connect with external data sources. It's a software tool and enterprise systems, and it solves the problem of custom integrations, acting as a USB-C for AI to allow models to research files, access databases, interact with applications like Slack or GitHub. Again, here's just a blown up model of it. So you got the before and after architecture comparison of how the large language model would access the data, or the AI agent would access the data. So it's a much cleaner approach and an easier way for AI to be enabled with your data. So standardization with Model Context Protocol. So standardizing with Model Context Protocol, or MCP, before and after architecture. The OCI agent platform tool. So the retrieval augmented generation connects to external knowledge bases like PeopleBooks or company policy for contextual understanding. It has custom function calling to allow the agent to trigger specific Java-defined functions that wrap the PeopleSoft REST APIs. Dynamic orchestration. The agent can call multiple tools in a loop until the final response is complete. Again, just a blown-up version of that. Security and compliance. Authentication. All integrations leverage PeopleSoft's established REST API security. So again, based on what the end user has access to, the AI agent is going to key off of that security and only allow the data that's available to that person to be returned based on their permissions and the user context. The interaction can be logged for organizational compliance and oversight as well. So a blown up version, again, the authentication happens through the PeopleSoft security, and it's only going to produce the results based on that person's access that already exists. So future proofing with Model Context Protocol. So standardization MCP provides a unified layer between AI agents and enterprise tools. The key benefits of this are portability. So the interoperability across different platforms, and composability, easier to build complex workflows by standardizing tool definitions, and then scalability. It allows the end user updates to tools without disrupting the entire system. So as we can see the workflow across the diagram here, before and after MCP. Conclusions and next steps. So in summary, integrating OCI AI with PeopleSoft creates a scalable, secure, and intuitive self-service environment. The value is bridging the gap between enterprise data and user intent and actionable results. Please get in touch if you'd like to talk more about the details of how this could be enabled in your environment. Thank you.